play of the game from way down.
2, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombstastic gonna find Rainer.
Oh, the life finder keeps Maiev up. It was gonna be a close thing.
And healing, what? Get out of no! No!
Triple stun again. Big flanks coming out from the Blaze.
It's a death metal though.
Death metal into the double, triple kill.
All right, welcome everybody. It's Sunday. It's 2 o'clock. My dog is growling. I don't know why. I don't know if you could hear him or not. But welcome to the Sunday replay. Gonna have quite a list of games for you today. I'll be hosting Aero, and to start off the day, I've got Butte Holiday joining me.
Gotta get the face in there at least once.
Twice, really. We got 2 games coming up.
Touché.
And already we've got JakeBot coming in. I told him to come watch the games here, so welcome to the stream. So the first cast that we're going to do is Clouded Minds versus Disturbance. All of these games are going to be Division D, some of them West, some of them East. So we'll have a little bit of variety there, and they all happened in the last 7 days. I think officially some of these were last Sunday. So, with it being a replay cast, we're not going to have the lengthy bans, the map bans and all that stuff. We will sometimes have some map bans, so I'll certainly show those up when we do have them. This first map that we're going to go to is Tomb of the Spider Queen, and it was picked by Disturbance. And that's about all I have until we get into the game.
Here you go.
So, yeah. Butte, anything you want to say to the chat before we get started?
Hello, everybody. The important people are here. So right now it's JakeBot.
Right on. JakeBot's saying hello. Like he does.
Oh, man.
What are we on, Manny?
Tootie Moss. Tootie Moss.
Ah, Tootie joining in. Welcome, Tootie.
Lord's work. Doing like the little D. I wish you could animate like a little D right here.
Yeah, like in NGS chat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it, somebody.
I'll get to work on that. All right, well let's go ahead and get into this game here.
You gonna invite me, Aero? Oh, there you go. I was like, you gonna invite me?
Nah.
No, I don't need to see the game.
Nah.
So live, much wow.
Just me. You have to comment based on what I say and hope you get it right.
So whoever guesses the reference to my shirt gets a bonus smile and a bonus face.
Wow.
Of your choosing.
Well, let's go ahead and get up into the go. Come on, game. There we go. Alrighty here. So, Clouded Mind's going to be on the left, Disturbance on the right. Let's go ahead and introduce our teams. For Clouded Minds, I will take
Clouded Minds because blue's my favorite color.
Oh, no,
we have Wraithling on Rexar, Belial on Best.
They swapped.
You swapped?
No, they swapped. Go ahead. I fixed it.
Okay. Belial playing our favorite panda, Lily, Captain Roberts on Gul'dan, Kurtz on Diablo, and Mambo number 5 on Malthael? Question mark.
Alrighty. And for the actual Clouded Minds, we have...
Oh, they swapped.
Yeah, we have Weenus is going to be playing Asmodan, Zednam on Blaze, Star Knight on Brightwing, Tiger's going to be playing Imperius, and Swing is going to be Kael'thas.
Thanks for swapping on us.
Yeah, I should probably double check. I'm pretty sure that Weenus is Clouded Minds and that Wraithling is Disturbance. I'm 90% sure. Oh, Weenus is in chat, dropping the bits early. Weenus, tell us that that's correct, that you're actually on Clouded Minds and that you're on the wrong side.
Weenus
just want to make sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Weenus is going to get flipped over by Diablo, but gets a little speed boost from the Brightwing to get out of dodge. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure that was the case.
Okay, so it's swapped. All right.
Yep, I just need to
now
remember that for next game. It's okay. I fixed it on the stream, so it shows correctly. I just had to swap the teams. So we've got some rotations going on here between mid and bot, trying to help stack the Azmodan and get Kael'thas those globes. Gul'dan looking to get the stacks out of that Echoed Corruption at level 1. See him as red. Yeah. I thought I switched it. Why doesn't it? Oh, because I didn't hit the update button. My bad.
There you go.
There we go.
Throw me off there.
There we go.
I do not take responsibility for that.
I pushed the button in Soothsayer, but didn't actually hit update. So there you go. My apologies.
Brightwing teasing the Diablo there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a tease.
And why not? Little
Yeah,
fairy
exactly.
dragon there.
Yeah, just polymorph.
And Brightwing taking the greater polymorph has that additional range. Also will get resets later out of the polymorphs when kills happen.
And Clouded Mind's a little behind in XP. I think they left the mid open a little bit. Probably missed a little bit of soak early on, but they're caught up a little bit more now. Still 4.
Yes, 2D Moss, this is West, and Weenus will have plenty of opportunity at BlizzCon. I believe you're going to be there. I think I read that. So, pretty much not a whole lot of fighting between the teams here. You know, trying to get those stacks, trying to turn in some gems on the way here. Kurt's holding down the upper spawn point. Apparently, I clicked on something at some point. Trying to interrupt a rotation, possibly. Does charge in on the Blaze, but just to say he's there. Blaze jet propulsioning in.
Uh-oh, Imperious.
Oh,
Taking a lot of damage, going for the Rexar under tower. Makes it out okay. Risking
Both of them
it.
very low, though. I don't know. Does Imperious have a tap? He does not. Nope.
Nope.
Still has a
40
little while for
seconds.
his, yeah. But with him going back, Rexar's going to come down here and take this camp. At level 1, he did take the additional auto attack damage to minions and monsters.
Seems like Wraithling just is kind of abandoning the camp. Sees Weenus, sees the big boy. A little scared of the big boy.
Yeah, getting some value out of that presence. But up here we do have that team fight as the Brightwing phase shifts in onto Tiger, but Belial on Lily a little bit in danger with a living bomb.
Uh-oh, Malthael.
And Malthael's going to be the first kill of the game. Possibly a second as jet propulsion onto Kurtz.
Body blocked.
Using that soul shield to keep himself alive.
Uh-oh,
but Tiger
Imperious.
going over.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh. Oops.
That was a something.
Nobody saw that.
Almost made it over there to get that kill and lost a few gems though. As we get the blue web weavers coming out first. Level 7's online for... Nah, I'm screwed up. Disturbance, who's on the left.
Red. Wait. Yeah, this is all... It's okay. We'll pretend like it's okay. We'll just go with it. Opting to clear mid first, it looks like.
Yeah, and Malthael electing to back away there, as they do have a fair amount of stuns coming out on the side of Clouded Minds. And let's see, so this one is the peekaboo, so the shield with the AoE vision for Brightwing. So top lane wall is gone. Mid lane got a little bit of damage there. Bottom lane probably going to get that second tower. So pretty decent overall as Diablo achieving his souls.
And Blaze is almost done with the New Habits quest, allowing Unstoppable for 2 seconds, which I think will be excellent against the Diablo, Rexar. So it'll be a good advantage on the side of Clouded Minds for future team fights. Weenus with 22 gems. Little far in front, quickly backs off.
Let's see, so Wraithling has 19 gems. That'll get them most of the way. They're pretty close to having enough for a turn-in, but right now it's all about Clouded Mines and the gems that they've collected.
Imperious in a little bit deep. Doesn't look like Disturbance is going to capitalize it unless they go back in and counter-engage.
That was a lot of stuns, and now Weenus in trouble thanks to Misha, but ultimately mostly red health bars surrounding him as the bear taking additional damage, but Celestial Charge onto Diablo passes that living bomb. Yeah.
Uh-oh. They're going to have to watch out for that late game. They have, and the Brightwing.
Yeah.
Phase shift already out.
So that should give them enough to turn, get their Web Weavers started here. And so we've got 3 in the middle, 4 in the middle now as Weenus coming down. And Swing by himself up here says, hey, maybe I don't want to go 1v1 versus Malthael.
I mean, I believe. I believe. That's all it takes in a 1v1. No skill, just believe. Uh-oh. Oh, Misha.
Charge on
Weenus in
Weenus.
trouble. The fear. Be very afraid. Uh-oh.
Wrath of Angiris pulling Malthael into the back. Let's zoom back out so we can see all of this here as Lily pops her cups to keep everybody alive. So only the one death, which was Weenus, who had 17, I think it was, still gems. Let's see. It looks like maybe Blaze picked him up. Well, he had 17 after the turn.
Right. I think they were picked up by...
Yeah, it looks like they might have been split picked up. Oh, but a Celestial Charge onto 2.
I don't know about this.
This is dangerous. Zednam going down before the phase shift can come in to save him. That's going to put it on a 10-second cooldown. I'm not into the whole
4v5 under the opposing towers. Uh-oh, the Pyroblast! Oh,
Pyroblast gets reset, as it looks like it was Asmodan that ultimately got that completion onto...
I think Weenus lives here. I don't think Malthael can pursue any further. Diablo pretty low.
And there goes the Pyro, but he does have Soul Shield? Nope. But he will be coming back. Celestial Charge, I think, got that stun.
Oh, Malthael's in trouble.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure the blinds are very effective against this team with a KT and a Asmodan, but...
Yeah, I mean, the value of Lily comes from a cleanse, but Diablo charging in does manage to get a big AoE fear there, but it's going to be Weenus now going down with the flip.
Blaze with combustion. Love to see it.
Yeah, I think that was a zoning combustion, right?
It was hey, let's leave. Walk away.
Yeah.
But I think the importance of that is communication. If you say everybody needs to leave versus not saying anything, the team might think, oh, let's re-engage, when in reality you're trying to say everyone just leave. So those of you out there, make sure you communicate that with your team, which it seems like that worked out. So, and man, that's 3 back-to-back turn-ins.
Yeah, but different teams.
Oh, but right, no, still back-to-back.
No forts yet. We may see a fort out of this. I expect to see the bottom as Diablo charges in onto Blaze, flips him, but Captain Roberts in danger, but so is Zednam. Zednam takes the last rites and lives, but Kael'thas finishing off the Gul'dan. Oh, look at these stuns coming out from that jet propulsion, too.
There you go. Team was a little split there, but it ended up working out in Clouded Mind's favor. Can they kill the Diablo?
Lots of stuns. He does use that soul shield, so he's maybe gonna make it away, trying to get the healing out of his fire stomp, but not now.
Oh no! Oh, the pyro right in the face.
And you know what? Good on Swing to recognize that Diablo had used his, in fact, probably twice now, paid attention to make sure that Diablo had used his soul shield, and then popped that pyro when he was low.
Yep. And the first structure has fully fallen, bot lane.
Which is what I expected with that fight in the top, trying to defend the top fort. So, you know, the bot lane is usually not the one where you see core calls on this map. Sometimes, certainly, if you get a good, you know, team fight and get some kills maybe, but it's most often through the top lane, right? Unlike other maps where bot is very common.
Got another turn in. Man, this is you see those games where no one turns in for like 10 minutes, and then this one's this is the 4th turn in.
Yeah, more time with web weavers than without, it seems like. Thank you, Weenus, for the bits. Much appreciated. Making his way back up the ladder there on the bits. Charge in on Diablo. Just a tickle. But Boars used those to slow everybody down, but ultimately that just pushes him back to give him a little bit of a moment to clear the web weaver.
If they can keep them here in mid lane for a little bit, they may be able to capitalize on that bot lane push. Oh, Blaze out with the combustion. I think he's stuck on the edge there a little bit.
That was a good Wrath of Angiris there with Rexar to pull him back in. Kurt's getting flipped. There's that soul shield. We'll see if we get another Pyroblast coming onto Diablo.
Furious, not let him get away. There we go. A nice re-engage, a nice focus on the side of Clouded Mines.
Malthael clearing the top lane does save that fort, but just like we saw in the last web weaver, the bottom fort is going to go down thanks to the web weaver.
Imperius going on the Gul'dan. Uh-oh. Blaze coming in with... Oh my gosh. Where did he come from?
From downtown. Actually, I think that was Weenus, but...
Who killed him?
No. Weenus got the globe from downtown, and then Blaze coming in.
Coming in hot.
Sorry. Yeah,
They're gonna opt for the camp here?
Yeah. Bringing the fire. They have a very fire-friendly team.
There you go. Nothing wrong with fire.
So, Cloud of Mind's looking to get some camps. And Disturbance, however, coming up into the top lane. I'm a little surprised that they're just kind of dancing around this, as opposed to actively trying to either get the boss or at least check it.
Yeah, maybe they're unsure at which camp they were on. Now they're probably pretty sure at this point, but they do not opt to finish it off. Probably just gonna clear. Neither team has turn in. This will be a little bit of a break from the spiders.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say, hey, we have a moment.
Yeah, with perhaps looking for a big horrify here to push them into the...
Maybe? I mean, these guys are stacking hard. Mm-hmm. There's a very real possibility.
300 stacks from Azmodan. Diablo almost done with souls.
Azmodan's doing a lot better in this game than I did last night in my Azmodan game.
No, Misha!
And there's the horrify.
The Imperius is gonna get punished, but the blue team, look at their health bars. Holy crap! Uh-oh.
Lily trying to keep everybody alive. Jet propulsion in. They're both so low. Nobody has any health. Phase shift in onto Weenus, but the Pyroblast's gonna get Malthael. And Lily now has Living Bomb, spreads it to her team, kills off Gul'dan. And now it's just Diablo and Wraithling.
Oh, the blink heal. Nice. Nice. Excellent use of the blink heal there by Star Knight.
They're not out of the woods yet. I mean,
Wraithling
has almost no health.
And that is 333 stacks on Weenus' Azmodan. That's a little terrifying. Just a little bit.
Getting close to that 400 mark so that at level 20 you can take that Pride talent and get the additional radius and damage. Half a devil that Weenus, says 2D Moss. Indeed.
We've got the armor reduction on the polymorphed target, which I think is an excellent choice from the Brightwing, especially because of their ability to really focus well on team fights, I think, on a target, so should be able to burst them down more quickly.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I find that with Brightwing's modifications to her talents a while ago, I really like the level 16 silence. Depending on who you're going against, the 3/4 second stasis is also pretty nice. If I remember right, it's actually a fairly short cooldown, like 40, 60 seconds, something like that.
20 seconds.
Is it 20?
Actually, yes.
Oh, well, there you go. See.
Just enough to stay alive for a hot less than a second. Uh-oh. Blaze.
Big combustion.
Oh my gosh, where are the health bars? Diablo with an APOC. Looks like it was maybe defensive.
Pyroblast is going to get onto Diablo. He spreads the living bomb. Zednam going to go down to the last rites. Captain Roberts trying to make it away from those warriors. But Mambo going back in. 1v3. And Weenus chasing down the Gul'dan will get the kill. And now Rexar in a bit of trouble as now Imperius trying to get him.
You better be kissing your Diablo. Not if he goes that way. Uh-oh.
Kurtz trying to dodge all the skill shots, but...
I would have just ran back to the tower.
Yeah, I think he was thinking that between the Celestial Charge, the Gravity Lapse, there was a good chance that they were going to try to stun him going that direction.
Clouded Mind's opting for the boss very quickly. Quick decision, which is good. Yeah, really, Disturbance couldn't do much about it, but I think important to confidently rotate and make a decision quickly instead of just wasting a lot of time, which that tornado's unfortunate. Doesn't really do much, but it's annoying.
No, but keep in mind you can position that. You can bait the tornado out to help provide defensive value. Obviously, you can do that on this map as well as on Sky Temple. Level 20 is online for Clouded Minds. I'm not entirely sure why it says that auto mod has been enabled for this channel. I don't know what you guys are doing in my channel that caused auto mod to nuke you, but I have to check that out in a bit.
Maybe it was the 69 bits.
Ooh, that would be terrible.
Dirty. PG-13, people. F for auto mod.
All right. Here's our next web weaver. So they're posting up in the mid lane here. Not quite level 20 on Disturbance.
All ults available. Well, now more ults available. Quick cooldown. Blaze with the combustion.
Charge.
Oh my gosh, everything's happening at once.
And Lily getting people topped right back up.
How is Diablo? I was gonna say, how is he still alive?
Yeah, but ultimately Misha and Malthael gonna take the hit there, and now with Diablo and Malthael down, this is a tough place to defend. So, you know, you've got Asmodan sitting stacked and has the Pride talent, so he's getting even more damage and more range, or more radius rather. They have full web weavers in top and bot, so I could see this game ending right now.
I would definitely see this game ending, especially with all three keeps down at this point. A half health web weaver and still 2 ults left. Well, 3 with Brightwing, I guess, on the side of Clouded Minds.
The circles are just destroying them, and Living Bomb is going to get spread to everybody here off of
the core. Oh my gosh! Slam dunked on Lily there. It's unfortunate, but Clouded Minds manages to come out on top.
Indeed. Alrighty then. Let's take a quick look at the stats. 8 kills to 24.
Wow.
Which it felt like, until the end there, it felt like, you know, Clouded Minds generally was winning the fights, but not 3 times as hard. Certainly not until the end.
Definitely not. I think the AoE damage, as 2D pointed out, is very, very effective. And I mean, look at the damage numbers. I mean, like I said, numbers are deceiving, but you know, you have 76,000 basically coming out from the 2 DPS, and I mean, almost 60,000 coming out from Imperius, the offlaner.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. I mean, if you're able to contribute as an offlaner, I mean, yes, offlaners can do damage. There's nothing wrong with that, but especially in these types of team fights, very AoE heavy, very CC heavy. I mean, it makes for an effective team fight.
Yep, absolutely. So they, the level, both teams got to level 20, although just a little bit too late there for Disturbance. Ultimately, you know, this one's going over to Clouded Minds, so let's take a look at the next game, shall we?
Of course. Shout out to Brightwing, 106,000. Very impressive. It's a lot of healing for a Brightwing.
Yeah, it is. Alrighty, game number 2
Oh, I'm like off-center now.
disappeared. What the heck?
Oh, and they're in chat. What's up? Star Knight's in chat.
Alright, give me just 1 second. I have to go figure out where the game went.
Cool. Well, I will eat a piece of salami.
Alright, well, they're watching you.
Good.
So, let's see. Play browser.
I got nothing to hide.
Going back and forth on the uploading the games.
All right, chat. A 1 in chat, I'll eat a piece of roast beef. A 2 in chat,
God.
I'll eat a piece of salami. And a 3 in chat, I'll eat a piece of turkey.
What are you doing?
No, Wheatus. Uh-oh.
Show folder. Okay.
You guys are awful.
Yeah, I thought this was a PG-13 stream.
I forgot my... Okay, well, it looks like it's a 3-2-1 that wins, so here's another piece of salami.
Alright, let's see if this works. Bam, there we go. Alright, let me set up the player pop-ups real quick here. There it is.
No, I don't like to mix the meats. I think they all have their wonderful, wonderful qualities, and I don't think it's fair.
I'm certain that I'm missing out on some absolutely fantastic Twitch chat as I enter this detail in.
F in chat for Aero missing the meat talk.
Am I missing Mambo?
Nobody guessed my shirt yet. No bonus smiles incoming.
They might not be able to see it very well,
You should
like,
be able to see it.
they still...
Ugh.
I can't,
There you go.
I can't tell. It
There
looks
you
like
go.
little emojis of some
Close up of
type.
my shirt.
Tiger, Sonia. Alright, so this is going to be on Cursed Hollow here.
Woo!
Game number 2. We're going to see more of Brightwing. Alright.
Glad
there
I
we go.
recently got into Brightwing. Shouldn't say recently, but kind of recently. A lot of utility coming out of Brightwing and other similar healers.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I join
Brightwing.
it?
I like Brightwing for certain mage counters like Mephisto and Jaina. Jaina especially.
Sure.
Kel'Thuzad. So, okay. I've got everything set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and hop into game number 2 on Cursed
Sounds
Hollow.
good.
Oh, I should put the
Let's
one
do
up.
it.
Let's see, who won that one? That was the blue team that selected it, and that was the red team that won? Yeah. Give them a point. Update. There we go, there's the point. And this is Cursed Hollow.
So is it going to be correct now on screen so I don't look like an idiot?
Well, it should be, as long as they don't change sides in the middle of this game. Eat something too. I mean, I've got... Hold up.
Just put it in your mouth.
I've got a big old sandwich.
Oh my gosh, shove it.
I do. But that's for
Our
later.
lunch hour with Aero and
Yeah,
Holiday.
right. Yeah. You come for the hots, you stay for the gigantic sandwich. What is that? That's some prosciutto, some mozzarella, some basil,
Oh my gosh.
tomatoes. That sandwich is some good stuff, let me tell you.
Not as good as the turkey, salami, and roast beef that I'm eating.
Fair
Pick
enough.
up the keyboard and go to the bed.
Oh no, my BlizzCon thing is canvas is not level. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, game is ready to go. Let's pop
Woo!
into that. Show the pop-ups.
Alright, no more eating vids. Sorry, guys.
Alright, Captain Roberts is over there. Alright, so are we right? Are we correct? We are correct.
There you go. Yay!
You were gonna take. Did you want to do Disturbance again?
Yes, I like blue. It's my favorite color. All right, for Disturbance, we have. Why did the colors just swap again?
They didn't.
They did on my screen. Okay, we have Wraithling on Abathur, Belial on Rhaegar, Captain Roberts taking Varian, Kurtz on Tyrael, and Mumbo number 4 on Raynor.
Alrighty. And for Clouded Minds, we've got Tiger on Sonya. Star Knight is on Brightwing as a fight is breaking out immediately.
Oh my gosh! Guys,
Knight
hold on, we
Tyrael.
gotta introduce the teams!
No joke. Swing is on Kael Thos. Weenus is going to be playing Cassia, and Zednam on ETC. So a little bit of a slight adjustment in how they've got their heroes here. Nothing too crazy. Captain Roberts is going to get some damage.
Varian.
Varian's only 0.75 of a hero at this point. So there you go. All right, so Cassia heading up to counter the Wraithling squad up in top. Calling it a squad because it's him and his little bugs.
There you go.
Power slide in from ETC. Let's take a look at those talents, shall we?
Sure. Same talents coming out of Brightwing and Kael Thos. And let's see what else is. I think those are the only 2 characters that stayed the same in this game.
So we've got increased shields for Tyrael. Varian's going High King's Quest, so literally could be any type of Varian still. With this comp, what type of Varian would you like to see?
I would not like to see a Varian at all because he can be very, very scary. However, I think what's on the benefit of Clouded Minds here is we have blinds, we have a polymorph, we have some pretty good peel coming from ETC, Kael Thos, arguably, with some CC. So I really don't think he's as much of a threat maybe with this comp, especially with a lot of the abilities that they have to kind of, I don't want to say counter it, but just kind of negate it, and potentially just blow him up with a counter engage. So I don't know, I wouldn't be too threatened by a Varian. Generally I am, but I think they have enough peel to negate him, to be honest, in this game.
Yeah, I was trying to think if there was some kind of I was thinking they might go into the Twin Blades, which is what they did, but you know, for all the reasons that you mentioned, I don't know that I like the Twin Blades. The only value that Twin Blades brings them is the potential for like a solo boss. You know, but even that it's not that great because it takes so long and it's very easy to realize that, hey, Variant's not here. But they do have the Abathur hat, so I don't know, did they take the 4? Sure did.
I mean, there's a lot of, you know, I mean, Abathur is one of those big benefit, big downfall characters, and we'll see how it turns out for them, but I'm not sure. I'd rather have another body in the team fight, to be honest, but
yeah, we'll see how this goes. So 4v4 down here as Cassia up in the top lane. I believe that was Weenus, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. So Sonya's spinning to win to get out of there. And Cassia now coming down as there's the potential that they don't get this tribute. And that is a huge victory for Disturbance. Getting a tribute with an Abathur comp early pre-10 is so much value.
I agree. However, actually, interestingly, Rek and I were talking about this yesterday. You know, if you have to give up a curse early, I mean, do you just do it, deal with it, and try to go for it maybe mid to late game? Try to focus on it mid to late game? I mean, it's an interesting thought. I don't remember who he was talking about that said it, but I think it's an interesting thought, especially when, I think, especially across C and D, players are really afraid to give things up. You know, losing something is like, no, we can't, we have to die for it or do whatever, but you know, there's a lot to benefit from. And I don't think that Clouded Minds did anything wrong there. I think they recognized, they tried to delay it as much as they could, and they just said, nah, forget it. Like, let's quickly rotate, let's get back to soaking, and let's move on. So
Yeah, and you know, there's definitely some value to that, especially in the early game curses. Like if you absolutely had to, giving up an early game curse, usually teams will try to get soak in all the different lanes. But look at this Brightwing.
Uh-oh, Brightwing.
By herself, essentially. ETC
I think it was
nearby,
a
but
little
no
bit
damage.
of I hate that area. That area is a little deceptive in terms of what mobility you have, but...
Phase shift in onto Venus.
Oh, Varian, no mana.
Yeah, that's...
Continues to pursue. The back line will likely go down. If...
Oh, he makes
Oh,
it.
Venus. Oh, Venus.
But now Kurt's going in on the Tyrael. Looks like Kurt's is going to be the one that goes down instead.
Varian continuing to come back. I would
Almost getting Venus down, but Captain Roberts is going to be the one that goes down instead.
If you guys that low with no mana, just leave.
Yeah, Varian's one of those where it's very difficult to, especially if you're playing Twin Blades, it's difficult to say, okay, I should just leave here, because you have, you know, so much damage that comes from your auto attacks anyway, as opposed to your mana, or your, you know, C-Smash or anything like that, so you're not looking at a heroic necessarily like C-Smash or Taunt that you have to account for. So being, and also if you're under half, you're getting more healing from those auto attacks. So it's a tough call to say, okay, I should not go back in right now.
I mean, even against, you know, blinds and a polymorph.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, absolutely. It was the right call for him to just leave, and ultimately they probably should have just disengaged in the
Raynor.
first place.
Oh, man.
Good catch from Clouded Minds as they now are level 10. Going into the third tribute, potentially second
Disturbance
for them.
should be able to get 10 before this tribute spawns, but they may not be able to posture prior to it. Brightwing being able to soak with, I believe, phase shift is up, so she has the ability to do that, which is great. And there she goes.
So we've got Mosh Pit, Phoenix, Blink
Oh
Heal, and
no! That was an excellent mosh.
You know all those things that I was just announcing? They just used them all right there. Like seriously, like Mosh Pit, Phoenix was there, Lightning Ball comes out, Ball Lightning, whatever it is. So now with this, they're gonna start pushing on the fort here. They should be able to take this out, no problem. There's not enough time for them to get the boss completely free, unless like, especially with Raynor up here now. They know that they're up here. And I was just gonna say they can't just do it completely free. There's the potential that they could come up here, but
I mean, he hasn't chosen a 10 yet. Maybe still some team consideration. Abathur opting for Ultimate Evolution.
good. Because if he didn't, we'd need to have a conversation with Raitling.
Well, I have seen a lot of teams opting for just, you know, hey, maybe we don't have the greatest team fight. Let's try to be more effective in destroying structures. I don't know. I've seen it before. I think it is Ultimate Evolution is a good call. Who do you clone here?
Raynor.
Always Raynor.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
sure?
you might see
Not
a
Daddy
Rhaegar.
Varian?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Raynor.
So a little bit behind, they get the curse against them now as Disturbance coming up here to defend against this boss. So ultimately this was a net, you know, a significant net loss for them. I'm actually kind of surprised to see Venus coming down here even to kill this boss, because it's such low value. They could, you know, get structure damage elsewhere. They could even come into the bot keep even.
Fast enough. I mean, worst case, you know, it sits there. Maybe he doesn't want it to get the well, which it still might get anyway. Yep, looks like it's still gonna get the well. That would have been my guess. If you're trying to protect something, maybe it's the well.
It's a very defensive play, but with the curse, I think that ultimately, you know, worst case scenario, they lose that fort. But best case scenario, they get damage onto 2 keeps. You know, they're definitely getting damage onto this mid keep as they've got 4 versus 5.
Uh-oh, Brightwing.
And the big
the
mosh
blink
onto
heal.
3, but does get interrupted thanks to Raynor, and there's the sanctification.
Excellent interrupt there.
Still no Cassie in this fight, so it's still a 5v4, and no Emerald win from Brightwing, so it looks like
TC.
Zednam's gonna go down.
And that was a good advantage play by Disturbance there. They pursued that. They knew that Cassia was still bot. I believe they knew that. So
yeah, for sure.
let's pursue that and let's punish them at least by getting one, and they did, which is great. And Mosh was down, so that's a big ult for them down. On the clutch Rainer. So Rainer did interrupt it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He popped Hyperion, then queued him out. So I think that ultimately, you know, if they have Cassia there, they get the keep, nobody dies. If they want to split, then they split, you know, mid bot while Disturbance is attacking the boss in the top lane, and then ultimately, you know, from there, once they start to show, they can, you know, focus one or the other, mid or bot.
ETC trying to get in this bush here. Bush party.
He's a beefy boy. Oh! Do they get the bug? Do they get the bug?
Oh, the polymorph! Oh my god! Oh no! And Varian.
Varian saying nope.
Varian's like, peace, dude. Not even messing with that.
Oh, poor Wraithling. Thought he was safe.
That's when you That's when you get it the worst.
Rip slug.
When you think you're safe. Hyperion out on the side of Disturbance.
So that gives him a, you know, that's fairly lengthy cooldown. Boss is up in 2 minutes, so there's nothing, you know, ready to go for that. This tribute, 0, 1, they don't have to go for it. Everybody's alive, so they can clean up the mid lane, alleviate that potential pressure, but things are very heavily in favor right now of Clouded Minds, as they are... Weenus is heading up to get the vision. No, they're going to take the keep. Okay, I like this. So they recognize that there's little value to the tribute. Let's go ahead and get permanent value out of this keep.
Yeah, I think that's a great call. And I mean, worst case scenario, there's some damage to the fort, but that's, you know, easily mitigated. That camp is not very, you know, some teams might say, oh, let's go get the keep. They might clear the camp and then go to the keep, but they went straight to the keep, which, like you said, I think a great call there.
So if you're Disturbance, this is a rough place to be. You're down level 16s. You've got a tribute coming up, which could provide you some value. And you have no keeps, which means that you have constant pressure coming into you. So this game is very much in the hands of Clouded Minds.
I think if they're able to soak, I don't know if they get 16 before this tribute spawns. I mean, they don't need this tribute per se, but I think if they get it and they're able to potentially win the team fight, or at least have an advantage going forward, they may be able to alleviate that pressure.
Yeah, I don't think they worry about getting this. I think that right now, what they're doing is a bad idea. I think they should just leave here. You know, they're down 16s still. They need to leave here, soak what they can elsewhere. You know, maybe even have Abathur in the top lane.
Aerial Mosh immediately interrupted by the Rainer. Great call there.
Sanctification popped. Phase Shift came out as well. There's the Ancestral onto Kurtz. Belial
Rhaegar
trying to run
getting,
away.
Run! Oh no. Oh, there's some bomb being spread there. That is an unfortunate place to be.
Yeah.
For Disturbance.
And now there are catapults already in the lane going into the core here against Disturbance. Clouded Mind saying, hey, we got a couple kills, let's get this boss. And I mean, that could be the end of this game. Tiger showing off his
double bossing?
his high level on Sonya.
There you go.
So they will have Tyrael, they will have Rhaegar. They're not going to have 16 yet. I think Abathur probably could have gone up to the top instead of being in the bot lane there while they were starting that fight, because they did see everybody there. But again, I don't think they should have been there. They should have just left, gotten the soak, and just dealt with, you know, the fact that they have one
Sonya. Uh-oh. Brightwing comes in to try to help out, but it looks like... Uh-oh.
Sonya diving in. Boss is 80% health or so coming in onto the core. unless this is some kind of crazy defense, which it's not looking great right now for Captain
they're
Roberts.
not even focusing the core at this point. You know, the boss is just kind of doing the work, so...
Yeah, I think that's what they have to do since they have everybody here, is they have to get, you know, somebody dead if they're going to stay on the core, and they did.
Exactly.
There's the clone with Sanctification as well, so double Rainer out there.
Unfortunate.
But it's just not enough. Yeah.
Both KT and Cassia opting for, Living Bomb and Ball Lightning, where you're like, everybody get away from me, isolates the team, and potentially allows them to get some good picks, some good individual picks, because everyone's got to be like, get away from me, you know? So, and Rhaegar, with the type of healing that he has, maybe not able to mitigate that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's you know, that's the unfortunate thing about that call is you know, the timing, the boss was coming up, so you know that's a potential path to victory for Clouded Minds. It's very close. The tribute's right there. The tribute is completely unnecessary. Your down talents, and you know, not to be completely crazy about it, but there's also an Abathur. So until that clone actually gets used, you're automatically down. So I think that if they I don't know that they win the game if they don't take that fight, but they certainly don't lose the game if they take an extra moment, get that XP, and then now at 16, when Clouded Minds, maybe they, you know, started the boss. That's an opportunity for them to take that fight. I think that would have been the better way to go.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I see what they were trying to do with their comp. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think, but, you know, on the side of Clouded Minds with the Cassia and the Brightwing, I just think it would have made for a really difficult time, which they did give them. They gave them a difficult time, and but I see what they were trying to do, and I think it's a good strategy, especially, you know, on this map where there's a lot of area, and especially because it's very team fight heavy, and there's kind of a, I don't want to say funnel, but a designated area that they could, you know, fight in. I think it's effective, but it was made a lot more difficult because of the picks by Clouded Mind. So well drafted, I guess. I'm not sure the pick order from either team, so I don't have the insight, but
well, a 2-0 victory going over to Clouded Minds. Very well played by them in both of these matches, both in Cursed Hollow and on Tomb of the Spider Queen. We're going to go ahead and get set up for match number 2, which you would think that I would have that information handy. Match number 2 is going to be Full Meta Jacket versus Backbone Crimson Shadow. So we will be back in just a couple minutes with that game once I get it set up.
There you go.
All right, this is all right. This is for Weenus. Just had to show. I had to show off Alice. Alice is back. There you go. Just for a quick moment. All right, and now we're gonna go back to. We'll be back in a moment.
Aren't I just very gorgeous? The way the light hits my face.
Yeah.
In that photo. Don't you
looking
just
out
love
longingly to the outside world. Yeah. All right, we'll be back.
Because I never leave my house.